This is All India Radio, Bangalore. Hello and welcome to this edition of English Talks. This evening we have a special guest and she is NITASHA Kumar. Welcome to the studios, NITASHA.
Thank you, Rosalind. Hi, everybody. In our professional lives, we're constantly engaged in a complex web of interactions, collaborations, relationships. The ability to effectively communicate our thoughts, ideas is, I truly believe, nothing short of a superpower that can really help us achieve great things. And that's what I'm here to talk about, the importance of good communication and how it really holds the key to success at the workplace.
NITASHA, before we go on with the interview, can you tell us something about yourself?
Oops, I should have actually started with that. All right. So my name, like I said, is NITASHA Kumar, and I have been a public speaker for the past 22 years. I have been a part of Toastmasters International. I'm an architect by qualification, but a public speaker by passion. I also run a small venture called We Talk, which is an online public speaking program for children and teenagers.
What made you shift from architecture to public speaking?
It was really the demands of being a full-time mom. And then when I had the children, I was interested in working with them and kind of spending more time with them, which helped me drift towards working with children. And public speaking, like I said, has been my second nature. So that was a natural shift towards public speaking and working with children.
So did you have your children in mind, their future?
Yes, I was introduced to public speaking through my father, and I joined, of course, much before my children were born. I truly believe that if we encourage children to be able to articulate their thoughts, their ideas, their opinions from a very young age, it helps build their confidence, and we can truly empower them to be the leaders of tomorrow.
How would you define good communication skills at the workplace?
Good communication skills are like really having a master key that helps in unlocking effective collaboration and understanding among team members. I would define this as using language that is clear, concise, well tailored to your audience, is, by choosing the right words to express your thoughts. Effective communication, a lot of us think it's just speaking, but I truly believe it goes beyond speaking, and it encompasses active listening, which means genuinely hearing, understanding, and listening to others. Also being able to adapt yourself to the communication style required for a particular situation or the kind of audience that you have is a very important communication skill.
Why do you believe good communication skills are important for success at the workplace?
Interesting question. Let me use an acronym, CLEAR, CLEAR, to explain why this good communications are so vital for success. So here I would say C for collaboration. Effective communication promotes, like I've mentioned, good collaboration among the team members. It allows people to share their ideas, insights, leading to improved teamwork and better outcomes. L for leadership. We know that good leaders have good communication skills. So if you can articulate your vision, provide clear instructions, and listen actively, I think it really helps motivate your team members to achieve their goals. E for efficiency. Clearly, good communication eliminates all ambiguity and any kind of misunderstanding, increasing overall efficiency. A for adaptability. I've mentioned earlier that being able to adapt your message, your tone, your body language to the situation and to the kind of audience, it really helps to remove all kinds of misunderstanding and develop better cooperation between your team. According to me, being the most important, which is relationship building. Relationships are the key for success in any situation, be it personal or professional, and communication plays a very vital role in building strong relationships at the workplace. It builds trust, encourages open dialogue, helps to even resolve conflicts in a constructive way. So just remember the clear way of communication, and it can truly help build workplace dynamics and achieve success.
What is the role of language in good communication skills at the workplace? Does it play any role?
Absolutely. Being able to pick the right words, not using very fancy words, it helps remove misunderstanding, provides clarity to everybody, whether it's your peers, whether it's your leaders, and even your stakeholders. So truly good language is also very important. But I say that it's not just what you say, it's also how you say it that helps in developing that bond and setting the ground for good communication.
Is grammar a problem? I mean, if they're not very good with grammar, would that hinder their ability to communicate at the workplace and to achieve success?
Yes and no. It should not hinder you from putting in the best at work. Sometimes we get overwhelmed. We have a client who is, say, based out of the country, and you tend to get overwhelmed that you're not able to speak his language or his tone, or he doesn't understand your accent. But I feel that if you use simple and short sentences and clear, concise communication, it should not be such a problem if you're not very good at grammar. As long as you can articulate your expectations in a clear, concise way, that should help you.
What are some of the challenges, barriers to effective communication in the workplace?
Definitely a lack of clarity or misinterpretation of information. Like we were just talking about, say, language or grammar. So very often there'll be like an email that you receive where the message is so confusing and you're unsure of really what is being communicated. And that can lead to misunderstanding. It can sometimes even lead to conflict. And another barrier, again, at the risk of repeating myself, is poor listening skills. In this world of fast-paced work environment, we so easily fall into the habit of just half listening and not fully engaging with the other person. And that can lead to missed opportunity, misalignment, and obviously even decreased collaboration. One more barrier that I feel is, especially in today's digital age where we're bombarded with emails, text messages, notifications, virtual meetings, is communication overload. That can truly be very overwhelming. And like we spoke about, the cultural and language differences, I think that can also lead to misunderstanding, but an understanding of the other cultural backgrounds, communication styles, and expectations can help eliminate those barriers.
Has social media improved communication skills, or has it added a dimension to communication? What is your opinion?
At the workplace, I think social media has actually been a hindrance to good communication. While you would say that the world has opened up and geographical barriers have melted, but social media is a huge distraction in my opinion. But at the same time, the virtual world, I think it's a great opportunity to actually embrace Zoom because it gives you an opportunity to understand cultures, understand expectations, and actually increase your network of collaboration with the entire world.
What strategies or techniques can individuals use to improve their communication skills?
Obviously, one of the strategies or techniques that can really help an individual improve their communication is actively practicing active listening. It's about being truly present and engaged when someone is talking without interrupting, formulating your own response in your mind. Give undivided attention when somebody is talking to you to fully understand the message. And while we do place a lot of emphasis on speaking, on content, language, I think we underestimate the value of non-verbal communication. Things like facial expressions, body language, the tone of the message, how you convey it. So being mindful of those non-verbal cues can really enhance your communication effectiveness. Also, organizing your thoughts using simple, straightforward language, not always necessary to use flowery words. So developing that clarity and conciseness in your communication, I think, would be a good strategy to work on to improve those communication skills.
Finally, we all know that leaders and managers play a key role in success at the workplace. So, how can leaders and managers promote and foster good communication practices within their teams?
My favorite quote here is, a leader is someone who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And great leadership is truly by example. So a leader should lead by example, having good communication skills themselves, being clear, concise, actively listening, being open to others' ideas and feedback, and setting a positive example for the others to follow. Also, a leader, when they encourage their team members to improve their own communication skills by suggesting workshops, training programs where the team members can build their skills. Also, creating a safe, non-judgmental, inclusive environment, making sure that the team members are comfortable speaking up, in sharing their thoughts and even asking questions. And most importantly, we all thrive on recognition. So recognizing and appreciating good communication, either in the form of praise, rewards, or opportunities to grow within the team. Leaders and managers, by leading by example, encouraging skill development, creating an inclusive environment, can truly foster a culture of good communication and success at the workplace.
Can you give us some real-life situations, examples that you can recall? What you shouldn't say and what you should say?
There was a situation where there was a conflict between two teams. I specialize in corporate and retail interiors. There was a conflict between the design team and the contractor at the site. So there was obviously, they both came complaining that you told us this, but this is not what they have implemented. So obviously there was a conflict of the expectations. But being able to get them both together, talk about that, hey, this is what we wanted. This is the material that we were expecting. If you had told us that it does not fall within the budget, we would have been able to modify. So I think being able to create a platform where all team members can sit together without judging each other and being able to share their thoughts properly, like creating a non-judgmental space for open communication, it helped to resolve. And ultimately, we all want the success of that project that you're working on, whether it's a design project or whether it's a project at work. We all are working towards the success of that project. So it's important to get together, everybody on board, and help resolve that conflict.
22 years you've been into public speaking. What do you think of yourself into public speaking today? How has it evolved?
I think public speaking has always been there, and the skills, the techniques of being able to listen effectively, keeping your words simple, concise, and your thoughts has always been there. But I have personally evolved a lot, and it has helped me not just professionally, personally, as a parent, as a teacher, as a spouse. I've been able to inculcate a lot of that into my own life. I'm sure you would all agree that being a good listener is such an important skill. So you don't just react to a situation, you actually take time to understand the other person's thoughts or feelings and respond. Those skills that I've learned through public speaking and being part of Toastmasters for the last 20 plus years have really helped me build success at work and at family level.
What is your success mantra in terms of public speaking?
Not just in public speaking, I believe that the mantra to success for anything is it's okay to try and fail, but it's not okay to fail to try. So if you are hesitant about public speaking, give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? You'll fumble, but you've taken the first step.
Nitasha, it was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for all those tips. Thank you very much.
Thank you for this opportunity and look forward to talk to you again.
Dear listeners, that brings us to the end of this edition of English Talks. Till next time, this is Rosalind Matthew signing off.